Okay, so I'm gonna start by talking about the different kinds of hair pieces you can get and where I get the most common hair piece. There are pretty much 3 ways you can do your hair. Actually, there are 4. You can get in like clip extensions if your hair is super thin. Some people do this. I know some veterans have done this in the past, but this is not the preferred method. There's more chances of it falling out that way. 2, there is the ponytail like ring and it has hair around it, and that is where that's one thing that you can use. Those tend to be on the cheaper side compared to the antlers, what I have. And I'm going to show you the antlers because I have one with me. I have 2 antlers because I don't have a lot of hair, so I have to double up on extensions, and there's stuff in mine. And these are what the antlers look like. They've got like a prong on one end and then they've got hair here. I would recommend getting the antler care, like the hair care kit, because that will just help you immensely, and I promise if you don't wash them they get disgusting. So that is this. These can get very, very pricey. If you want a cheaper item or something like that, then I would check out those rings. You can get them at Sally's or Ulta. You need to make sure that the antler matches your hair color, and because like there's 2 different color light right now, my antlers, because my hair is a little lighter from the summer, still during the winter my antlers will completely match my hair and will blend seamlessly. So that means that if you get your hair dyed, you need to get new antlers or dye them. So that's something to think about. The goal for this hairstyle is to have it big and tall on your head. You don't want it too wide, but you don't want it too small and tall on your head. I'm going to insert pictures at the end of some really good buns and examples of the bun, and then what I'm going to do. But first, I'm going to show you what you're going to need. You're going to need hair ties. I use 2 hair ties for this. Lots of bobby pins. Like, this thing of bobby pins probably won't even have enough for me. Something to section the piece of hair off with. So maybe a clip like this. This clip, you know, just to hold a section of hair back. Just obviously a brush, because it's really hard to do this with tangled hair, and something to part your hair with. And then you're going to need your hair extensions and hairspray. I'm going to do the whole hairstyle. That's why I'm going to insert pictures at the end. I'm going to show you how you do the curls each time and show you how to insert the antlers. So this should help new people with it. And let's get started. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you have to part your hair to the left. You don't want to take too much hair, but you're going to section off a piece in the front. And you're going to want to keep this piece separate. I would say about this much hair, like I would say 2 inches long. And then you're going to want to keep it in front of your head. And this may be awkward and stuff, but you do not want this hair to get in with the other hair. And then from there, you are going to put your hair into a ponytail on top of your head. Now, once you have a ponytail, mine has a little bit of too many bumps, but I'm not doing this for the whole thing. But when you actually do your hair, you're going to want to keep your hair as smooth as possible, because bumps are not good. And if you have a bump in your hair, you can bobby pin it down, and I'm going to show you a technique on how to hide the bobby pins. Also, a note is, because I have brown hair, when I'm using a bobby pin, I don't want to use a black bobby pin or a blonde bobby pin. If I use this blonde bobby pin, you can't really see. It would stick out in my hair and it'd be more noticeable. So find bobby pins that are closest to your hair color as possible. So what I'm going to do from here is, either you could just put it in the bun in the first step and not use 2 hair ties, but because I like it to be more secure, I use 2 hair ties, and then I wrap it and make a little bun. This bun needs to be tied up tight and make sure that it won't be able to move. Okay, so from there, I'm going to start with 1 antler. And the general key with the antlers is you put one in. You can either put it in the front or the back. I'm going to put this one in the front, and you want to stick it in. And you're going to look ridiculous. Like, screenshot now, insert for Woman Crush Wednesday. And what you're going to do is you're going to wrap it around into the front. This will create the most secure antler. My antlers have never fallen out, ever. And this should work. Also, if you're wearing 2 sets of hair pieces, you're going to want to insert the other hair piece into the back and then wrap around to the front, crisscrossing them like you did before. So I'm going to go back and show you how to do the curl in the bun. What you're going to do is take a piece of this hair, or your real hair, depending on what you're using, and see, the antlers come with a curl in it, and because I've used these a lot in the past year, it's going to be a little different. It helps if you wrap it around. What you're going to do is you're going to take a piece of hair and take about 2 fingers and curl it. And once you have a little loop, roll up the loop, smaller. You want to see the curls when you're done. And then putting your finger in to secure the loop, what you're going to do is you're going to put in your bobby pin. With my hair a little lighter from summer, my antlers still match my hair and you can't really tell a difference. And then you're going to want to push in a bobby pin into your hair to secure the loop. Did you see that? I'm going to do it again, but with this other side, I would recommend using 2 bobby pins to secure loops on the outside, because if you are using 2 sets like I do, one set will cover this first set of hair, but if you are just using one piece, definitely make sure these pieces are as pretty as you can make them. Just take the hair about this much. If you have antlers, it'll probably fall off just like that, and then you're going to want to make a loop and then curl it like that into a little donut shape. Prefer to use 2 bobby pins, and when you're sticking one in, stick the bobby pin on one side of the loop and then the other end on the other side. So one side of the bobby pin on the inside and one side on the outside. Okay, so these are what your loops are going to look like. And with the extra hair right here, when you're done with your hairstyle, because obviously this will all be done, what you're going to do is you're going to take it and pull it back. You don't want it to have too much height or too much volume, but you also don't want it to not be noticeable. And once you're done with it, you're going to pin it to your bun. I like to pin it to my bun, and it just has a very pretty part and it gives shape to the look. What I do is I take my hair and around in the excess hair, I pin it as I go, and then I take it around my bun and then I pin it around my bun. So that is how you're going to achieve this hairstyle. If you have any questions, just when in doubt, loop it out. So what you're going to do, I'm going to show you one more time. this one last time is gonna be the final. Take your hair and loop it. Pinch as you go along so it keeps its shape. And then take it to your head. And on one side of the bobby pin on the inside, one side on the outside. And again. One thing to note is if your bobby pins are sticking out, I would try to push them down at a different angle into your bun, because your bun may become a place where your bobby pins kind of collide. Also, make sure and don't forget to curl the top of your head, because it would look really weird if you had a whole bunch of curls and then just this giant bump on your head. I hope this video helped. If you have any more questions, just come to me or go to one of the veterans, and I'm sure they would love to help you.